Justin bossnasti Silver representing Call of Duty eSports. We are here at MLG Dallas 2013. This is day 3. You may be thinking right now that I have a familiar face next to me. You would be right and then mistaken at the same time. Miss, what is your name? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Amber Dalton, known in the community as AthenaTwin PMS, founder of PMS Clan, and now I'm Director of Marketing for Twitch, which all these awesome streams are streaming on.
You have a pretty, also aware, famous sister out there, and I just literally, I walked up to her, right? And I swear I thought this was Valkyrie. And I walk up and I said, how you doing, man? She turns to me, she just like goes with it. Like I literally thought for a second she was Valkyrie. She had to tell me that she wasn't in order for me to realize that. Do most people know that you guys are twins? This is the first I've ever heard of it.
Yes, so most people do. Back in the days when we founded PMS Clan, I was running professionally for PMS Clan, and Amy was working for Ubisoft at that time and still is for the Frag Dolls. So actually in the eSport community, more people were actually familiar with my face, and she was more of the mainstream gaming. They would do the mainstream events like PAX, but she's also one of the fiercest competitors I've ever met in my entire life. My sister, I bow to her every time because she will pick up a game and master it. If she doesn't master it, she'll quit. But she'll pick it up and she'll master it, and all she wants to do is win, win, win. She was here competing with the FD team with some of the PMS girls here, and they didn't do so well, but they'll get them next time, I know it.
You also said you have some history with MLG.
Yeah.
Can you kind of break that down for us?
Sure. Actually, Dallas is a soft spot in my heart because it was our first professional competition I ever did with PMS Clan. Was in 2006 or 2005. Sorry, MLG Dallas. I had a female team, went in there, Xena and a couple of other girls, and we actually placed championship bracket that year, or that event itself. So this is history, and I'm kind of reliving it. It's great seeing the success that they're still around. Number one, like that's a hard thing to do, and you have to really tip your hat off to MLG for making that happen and being around and making it, because a lot of leagues don't. And then also seeing a lot of the old faces is really nice as well, and new ones.
Well, thank you. I moisturize. When did you first start gaming, and then when did you find out that esports was something you just wanted to be a part of?
Well, I've always been a gamer, even when we were little and started off with Super Mario Brothers or doing Tetris. But I really didn't classify myself as a gamer until I started playing Halo, the original, on Xbox. And this was before the days of Xbox Live. We were using Xbox Connect. It's how it's how you connected your consoles back in the days before Xbox Live. You could only play people in Texas if you lived in Texas, because the lag was just too much. But we started competing in tournaments around Texas, my sister and I did. And when Xbox Live came out, we were able to meet some women for the first time, and then we founded PMS Clan. Rest is history from there. We just had our 10th year anniversary this last year. So it's amazing. We're doing amazing. We have about 1,500 girls globally. We have our brother group, H2O Clan, with a bunch of awesome guys, and we're more community focused now than esport focused like we were in the past. It's a family.
Always heard PMS. I've always heard H2O, especially back in Halo 2. I think that's, I don't know if that's maybe like where you guys started peaking, but I know for me that's at least where I started hearing a lot more about you guys.
It was, actually. I was on the Halo 2. Amy and I were on the Halo 2 Collector's Edition DVD set that came when you purchased Halo 2. Oh. We were hardcore Halo fans. It certainly was our most successful division that we ever had in the history of PMS. I think at one point we were running about 540 girls in our North American Halo division. We also had a division in our European groups as well at that time. So it definitely, Halo, soft spot right there. It's our history and our roots, and I love it. I mean, I think that the game moved into some areas that I didn't like, and I think that they're getting back to it with Halo again and coming back to their roots of really what the gameplay was always like, which is a zen, euphoric experience. You have a gun, you shoot someone, and their body drops. So when you get in making all these complicated components and maps and stuff, it's like, okay, I didn't want to buy Call of Duty, so why did you make it like
I thought this was a shooter game, not StarCraft.
That's right. Although hard StarCraft too.
That's true. All right, you're doing some stuff with Twitch TV right now. Can you kind of like give me a rundown of how that came to be?
Well, sure. I mean, one of the great things about PMS Clan organization is it just gives girls experience in gaming and knowledge in gaming and helps work on leadership skills, the way our divisions run. So we're very fortunate to have girls in almost with every major developer now, and most major gaming companies too. I am no exception to this. Because of being in the industry so long and having that background in eSports, when Twitch was hiring people when they started, and we're moving on to our second year here soon, they wanted people that had that knowledge, that had a passion for games, that had a passion for competition, because that's what our products were. And so I was very fortunate to be onboarded by an amazing boss, Kevin Lynn, and our employees are just awesome. But that's how it was. It started with just being involved with our clan members. We started working for our sponsors at events like this, networking and honing our skills, and now you just take those skills and you go and actually use them by getting a job and getting paid to play games.
That's right, you nerds. There are jobs out there that pay you money. Gaming does not have to be your life.
Even in streaming, some of our top streamers are pulling $10,000, $15,000 a month. Gamers sitting there streaming on Twitch, playing.
What do you do at Twitch? What's your job? What's your role?
Sure. So I'm director of marketing for Twitch TV. I do all of our party planning. We usually do a party at every major tournament, our after party that celebrates all of the hard work that the professionals put into the gameplay. So it's a pro party. And then I also do all our event activations around the world. We have booths at PAX and E3. We have lounge spaces all across Europe, DreamHack, IEM. And so I help coordinate those and make sure in our marketing efforts that our brand is out there and we're taking care of our partners and the people that are our fans.
Streaming is getting so big recently. League of Legends, I'm sure you're probably familiar with the Void Boy spike that happened. I think that was like maybe a month and a half ago, but he ended up peaking like over 60,000 viewers, I think. I don't know what you may know the specifics. But.
He was over 50,000, and the thing is it's just getting bigger and bigger. Just to put in a little bit of perspective, when there was the League of Legends finals that they did back in their home state of California, that viewership for that stream itself hit about 1.8 million concurrents watching it at one time, and it had over 8.5 million uniques. That type of coverage is bigger than WWE or any of your alternative sports. It's bigger than a lot of the Olympic broadcasting. It's really the streams here are doing great as well. StarCraft 2 broke their record. I think they hit about 127,000 concurrents. Wow. It broke a record for StarCraft in their history, and look how long they've been in eSport. It's growing. People are loving it. They're tuning in. This last month in February, we had 28 million uniques on Twitch TV on 28-day month. So that's 1 million uniques a day average. And these users, their average spend time on the actual website is an hour and a half. So 28 million people with an average time of an hour and a half. It's no serious joke. People love their games. They love the content. And I'm just fortunate to be with the company that provides that.
And I mean, that's like a TV show and a half. I mean, when you think about it in perspective, you go on TNT, you go on TBS, you go on Fox, that's like you watching one TV show and another. That's you sitting down on your couch in front of your TV for an hour and a half. That's crazy. People always want to know, how much money can I make on Twitch, right? How do I become a partner? Can you maybe put it in perspective for some of the people out there? How many people make a living? And I would say a living by like maybe 20 grand or more a year. I don't know what you guys classify a living as per year, but for me, I would maybe average it around 20 grand a year.
So there's lots of partners that make that. Okay. So that's not even very great money. But actually, gamers make a lot of money in a lot of different areas. Some of them are with teams. They're getting salaries. Some of them are doing sponsorships and endorsement cuts. And then what I love about streaming is that's the way they make money. That's theirs. Yeah. And honestly, the way you become a partner is you just have to build up your community and your viewing audience. If people love you and you have a personality, you have a talent, you're one of the top players, you want to do educational pieces, you just want to do a talk show, it doesn't matter. People find you engaging and they're tuning in, you can become a partner at Twitch and actually make ad revenue. We do a 50-50 rev share on all our ads, and that's the way that gamers are making money these days. They're able to stay at home and do content pieces instead of going into work, and that way they get to play the games they love and make a living doing it.
Is there a number? Is there an estimation? Is there some, about how many people make a living just from streaming on Twitch TV?
I actually don't know those numbers, so I won't even try to pull them on the top of my head. Okay. But I believe we're pulling in somewhere around 3,000 partners that are actually earning income. I just don't don't know the actual specifics of what it is. There's some that make $50 a month. You know, they stream a couple times a week, and then like I said, there's some making $15 grand a month. So it really varies, and you would know who's making that money by you know who's got those top streams.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And it's interesting because I know you guys put out like a blog piece, and I want to say this was about, I don't know if it's 6 months or a year ago, but I just distinctively remember this, and you guys literally said that you had about, I don't know, almost 10 people that were making over 6 figures on Twitch. Is this kind of unheard of, or is this happening more and more?
It's happening more and more. I mean, I don't recall that piece or those numbers, but it's happening more and more, yes. This is back in the day when I used to run pro, if I would have had streaming, I would have been a wealthy woman, I have a feeling. I wish. Why so late, internet?
What is it like working for Twitch? I mean, Twitch arguably, if not the biggest online streaming platform right now for video games that is just out there in the interwebs. So, but what is it like?
Well, one of the reasons why we're so big, and we are the biggest, and especially when it comes into the video game space category, which is what we are, is because we actually work very closely with our partners, our community. We go to all our events. We take full teams. We are making sure that we're listening to thoughts and comments. Going into my office, honestly, you guys are going to be really jealous. So when I go into my office, first of all, I don't clock in or out. As long as we get our work done, that's the primary goal. If you want food, we have our snacks. They bring in a masseuse. They bring in haircuts. They do yoga classes. We are very spoiled. We have Fine Liquor Fridays where we all sit around after our team meetings and we drink, toast each other, celebrate that week and any accomplishments. And
we celebrate weeks. Love it.
I'm very fortunate to work with some of the best people in the industry. And like I said, they all come from a gaming background. Almost all of them do. So everyone's passionate about games. We have our PC gaming area. We have our console gaming area. We play games together in the office. StarCraft 2 almost every night in the office is a big deal for us. So it's an amazing feeling to be with a company that really values their people, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of it.
Okay. You got some great answers. I feel like she's like, man, I've been prepped. They walked me through the interview playbook, no matter what.
That goes back from my old PMS roots and being used to talking on a mic.
Hey, when's this going to be added? When's that going to be added? Are there any kind of like hot topics, hot features that people are kind of looking forward to, or can you even give us like any sneak peeks maybe Twitch is considering thinking about for the future?
I won't give you any sneak peeks of things considering the future, but just know that we do keep a very open ear to our community. We have a great, amazing dev team in-house, so we are able to actually, when we want to implement something, we're able to put the resources and typically get it done. So that's an awesome part, is our amazing, talented devs that we have. But our features are great. We have a chat that's really easy to use. It interfaces well. People can embed their streams to other websites if they want. We have our icons and emotes that are personalized for Twitch. So we have Turbo now, which for the users that don't want an ad experience, they can now become a Turbo member and get an ad-free experience. Our partners still get paid on the impressions, even though they're not seeing an ad, which is really great because a lot of people do ad block. And people don't realize when you do ad block, you're taking money out of that streamer's pocket. That's how they're making a living, and you're cheating them. You're that person that you're a fan of and sitting there watching, you're cheating them. So, you know what? If you don't want ads, go Turbo, and we still pay our partners for every impression that they would have had instead of them not getting paid.
About Turbo, I know there's a lot of kind of like mixed feelings about that. Some people initially thought that, well, if I buy Turbo, as a partner's perspective, I'm not going to make any money on it. So what you're saying is that even if I was to go buy Turbo out there, and let's just say I was watching Voyboy stream, and he ran like a 90-second commercial and whatnot, even though I don't see that commercial, he's still making money because I'm so. It's almost like it plays invisibly, so to speak.
That is correct. Maybe we didn't explain that well enough to the community. Maybe that's something we should actually do. And you are absolutely correct. If someone is sitting there on a Turbo account and an ad would have come up, you will not see an ad, but your broadcaster is still getting paid for that ad impression. So, and we're not, by the way, because we didn't show an ad. We're paying that. So we just wanted it a way to make sure that we could really reward our partners and make sure that they were getting. There's a lot of people using ad block just to make sure that our partners are taken care of and that they're happy. Eventually, I'm not going to say we aren't going to make money, because we will after we reach a certain threshold of numbers that are using it, as we should, because we're a company. But no, our partners are missing nothing. In fact, they're actually going to be getting more because of not having the ad black situation.
There's also people out there that are saying that, oh, well, if everyone buys Turbo, then now some of these ad companies that you guys get with, well, now their commercials not being shown. You get a lot of that. I mean, what would eventually happen if everyone did buy Turbo? I mean, you know, now all these ad companies that you guys get, now their ad wouldn't show. Are there challenges there?
You know, that's something to always be aware of and focus. Okay. You know, we're always going to do what makes the best sense for our partners and our community and our company. So I don't think everyone's going to go out and buy Turbo, for instance, but that user that's spending those hours and hours and hours on there and just really just doesn't want to see it, that's the type of person that needs to go buy Turbo. Okay. So if you're just, you know, coming to Twitch a couple times a week, you might not want to consider that as an option. Yeah. Or you might. Turbo's a great product, but I don't think we're ever going to be into the numbers where that's going to be a situation. Yeah. Again, 28 million uniques. We've got a lot of people there to watch those ads. Yeah. So I don't see it as a concern at this time.
Initially, they came out, they said, you know what, well, this is something we're trying out, and apparently people love Turbo. This is something that people have been saying they've wanted for so long. Yeah. People are satisfied with it.
That's actually why we did it, is because that was feedback. That's an example of feedback from the community we were getting, and that's why Turbo was created. It was because we did a survey with a bunch of different questions, and that was one of the big concerns about people was ad block. So that was the solution that we found for our partners from a survey of our partners. So we are listening to our partners, and like I said, maybe we didn't explain that well enough when it came out, and some of our partners might not be aware of that. But you know what, guys, all the partners can reach out directly to Twitch. They have personal contacts every time. Don't hesitate. People have me on Skype, the Gun Run, who's our main guy. If there's everything wrong,
Gun Run's a boss.
We love Gun Run hard. Elaine, Ben, all of them, Ernie, Justin, they're all there. We encourage our partners to have direct contact with all of our NetDev team, and so if you ever have questions, just go directly to them. But yeah, maybe we should consider about rewording or getting a message out to our partners so they do understand this was directly off of their feedback that we created that.
If you guys watch this interview, hopefully we did a good job of explaining, kind of breaking that down for the people there at home. You guys have gamers that stream casual games, they stream esports competitive games. You have people that do just like some wacky, weird stuff, but it's gaming related, and it's like there's so much diversity. It's like this freaking buffet line of gaming. Starting to see more of that, and I mean, maybe clarifying that for the viewers out there, because some people, when some people hear about Twitch, are like, oh my God, it's esports. I mean, some people just think that, or they think the opposite.
That is absolutely a myth. Although esports is definitely a very biggest chunk of what we are, it's definitely not all. Our Minecraft streams are like in the top 3 of all of our streams when they're viewed. You know, people watch these amazing builds. You have things like Mario speed runs, shows like Destructoid and Wired, and you know, those are main casual shows and programming. I mean, even Fragdolls are starting a morning workout program. 8 o'clock every morning, you can tune in and Just Dance and do your morning workout with Just Dance with the Fragdolls. So yes, the content is diverse. It needs to be gaming focused. Sometimes they'll mix it up a little bit. We encourage the broadcasters to really have fun with their content and just explore it. And we definitely want diversity in content. So esports is a huge chunk, but we definitely have a lot to offer at Twitch.
Just freaking polished interviews and great guacamole. Okay.
We've really started to show some love towards the console community, working to get our SDK put in the consoles, because it's really challenging for streamers, especially from the console, because they're not used to all the IT and that's needed for setups and things like that.
Got Twitch app.
That's right. So our SDK is launched already in many games. It's coming out in a lot of AAA and non-AAA titles, where you're going to be in game and you'll just be able to press a button and your stream goes live. So that's what I hope to see. I love to see a lot more console content coming in and console viewers, because that's my roots. That's where I came from.
But now you guys came out with this Twitch app for console. This is something for pretty much for the viewers at home, right? For games in the future, people, and even for some games now, but games more in the future, you guys are going to start being able to hop on your console, stream to Twitch from your console.
Right.
I mean, you may not be able to interact with the chat from your console, but obviously you're about to go on your laptop or your computer, but just
we can work on that, though.
Yeah.
We're working on all that. We hope to really have, in our streaming SDK, we hope to really have some great features that you would have on your PC. Yeah. So we're working on that and showing that love out there into the console community, and hopefully, you know, you guys bear with us as we work on the product. It's new, and the developers that are integrating are helping a lot too. They're getting creative, adding their own components to it. So, and that's the great thing about our streaming SDK. It's just like any API or anything else. You can take that and build from it with our code.
I like that. They give you all the foundation, y'all build the pillars. Let's do it like Jesus did back then. Anything that's ever been on your mind about esports, Twitch, people saying you anything you'd want to say?
I would say there's nothing that's on my mind, but I think most of your viewers are going to be pretty familiar with Twitch because they're watching the tournaments and they're here at the tournaments or they're broadcasting. But I do want to say thank you to all of our partners and our community that's out there watching, supporting Twitch. You know, we're in our moving into our second year now, and we wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you for all your support, for being part of those uniques that do come in.
Yeah.
As you make us bigger, we are giving back to the community every way we can. We're out there doing every event with the tournaments and different teams, trying to be out there to help with esports, but also the mainstream gaming. You guys can check us out at our booth at PAX. We'll be at PAX and E3. Stop by, say hello. And if you come over and say hello, maybe I'll find some Twitch swag to give you, just for these viewers, because I'm not only bringing a little bit.
Shoutouts.
Shout outs to all you people at Twitch TV. Heart you. Thank you so much for having me a part of the team. Also to MLG, great event. We're so happy to be a part of it. And all you future professional players out there, get online, start training, because yes, you can make a living playing video games.
Where can people go if they want to learn, if they want to start broadcasting, if they just want to find out about all the awesome opportunities that Twitch is giving them?
Just go to twitch.tv. That's our URL. You'll find all the nav bars there for whatever questions you have, whether it's about the streaming SDK or API integration or how to become a partner. It's all there for you. Our jobs, we have lots of jobs. Any devs out there, engineers, we want you. Tell them Amber referred you so I can get the referral bonus. And yeah, just check us out at twitch.tv.
Amber, thank you so much. I appreciate the time. Guys, so excited we were able to find someone here from Twitch. Amber, giving us so much awesome information here at MLG Dallas 2013. Once again, I'm Justin Boss Nasty Silver, representing Call of Duty eSports. Damn it, it's day 3. I feel like an old man now. The back hurts. I'm going to need some crutches, a walking cane, who knows. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, Amber from Twitch TV. Make sure you guys go check them out. Twitch TV, watch all of your gaming needs. Amazing stuff, man. I'm always on there.
We can feed your hunger.
What a good tagline. I love it.
You gave it to me when you said that.
Oh, man. This is instinct stuff. I love it, man. We're just flowing off the top. That's how we roll. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Have a great one.
Claim. Gamer Grub is available at these fine retailers.